SWV. I'm blacker than Nate. I'm blacker than EBT, I'm blacker than EBT, I'm blacker than Easy I'm blacker than TLC, blacker than Escape and SWV. I'm blacker than 8 tracks and stacks of DVDs. We go back like flat tires. I'm blacker than Sapphire, blacker than Baptist churches down south with a black choir, blacker than smoke detectors that's beeping all through the year, blacker than sneaking snacks in the back of the movie theater. I'm blacker than Coltrane, blacker than Soul Train, blacker than gold teeth, earrings and gold chains, blacker than baby kids and even Sinead and Crib, blacker than everybody that used to be hating Chris. I'm blacker than black mamas that's cooking with Crisco, blacker than every song affected by Cisco, blacker than roller skating and dancing.
Happy Black History Month.
I'm blacker than Martin and Man from the Fifth Flow, blacker than living single and even Keenan and Kel. I'm blacker than Love Island and baddies and BBLs. I'm blacker than nappy hair and hitting niggas with chairs, blacker than Don Julio with my vision impaired, blacker than home phones and asses that's homegrown, blacker than being back before the street lights come on. I'm blacker than whole hiding, I'm blacker than Flow Rider, I'm blacker than gang banging and slanging and low riders. I'm blacker than majorettes, blacker than black schools, blacker than reparations and 40 acres and mules. I'm blacker than Shaka Zulu and burning sages and Hulu. I'm blacker than grandmamas that's cleaning houses and noodles. I'm blacker than Tracy Morgan, I'm blacker than Gracie's Corner, I'm blacker than Ali while knocking out George Foreman. I'm blacker than Motown, blacker than Roll Bounce, I'm blacker than brown bags that cover the 40 ounce, blacker than home remedies, lemon and tea bags, blacker than fried chicken and greens at a repast, blacker than don't you dribble that ball in my damn house, blacker than if I brought you in this world I could take you out, blacker than throwing fades, I'm blacker than playing spades, I'm blacker than dreadlocks, afros and box braids, blacker than black preachers, I'm blacker than black Jesus, I'm blacker than Exodus, Romans, Colossians and Ephesians, I'm blacker than all your cabinets that's holding all of your seasons, I'm blacker than breaking out into worship for no reason, I'm blacker than Listerine, I'm blacker than Mr. King, left every voice and sing until earth and heaven ring, blacker than Steve Harvey, I'm blacker than Marcus Garvey and all of my ancestors.
Y'all hit the like button and subscribe to the whole nine.
You know how it is. The Underground Railroad, my fist is up and I'm proud, my nigga, and I say it loud. I'm like, back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I say I wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I say I wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I say I wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I say I wish I was a kid again.
Things were different back then. Oh God, help me. I hated life when I was younger. That's so selfish. Now I'm adulting, and the people love me. Dark skins are either kind of cute or y'all believe we ugly. The hate was so loud. It was tall like 6'7". I can smell it from a distance. Why you doing all that yelling? I'm tired of explaining, and it ain't for you to get it. Black is beautiful. You love us so much it turns to resentment.
Woo! God damn.
Beautiful. You love it so much it turns into resentment. Tell me about that.
Come on, listen. He can't get on this one, man. He came so hard. If you listen to it verse by verse, line by line, he legitimately put so many facets of the black experience in there. Like it's kind of like if you know type shit. Like you already know. Like that's that whole that line
all
about
the stereotypical black shit. Like I'm blacker than all of that. Tell me what I loved it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was like that line about I'm blacker than don't you bounce this ball in this house. I'm blacker than I brought you in this world, I'll take you out. That statement alone, I think, is one of those statements to where most black kids, you've heard that statement or been around that statement when that statement was uttered. And it's a legitimate statement. Right. You know, it's like it's a legitimate one.
Black statement, a black people thing, cultural thing.
It's a cultural thing. Like I brought you in this motherfucker. I take you out. Man, I loved it so.
Yeah, that song was dope. I never heard of him.
Yeah, he's somewhat of a new artist. Yeah, somewhat of a new artist, but a lot of people I'm running into, I'm finding out that it's just they didn't hit mainstream. You got to be on like those, I ain't gonna say back pages, but you know, I do indie R&B, indie hip hop. I'll be listening to a lot of different shit. And you never hear these people on the mainstream. Eventually, some of them will cross over, though, and you'll hear them playing on, like El Mean. I heard him on indie R&B way back. Then he started getting more pub, and now you're starting to see him pop up all over the place.
Right.
But
I want to you know, Jill Scott has a new album out.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm feeling about it. I was gonna play the she was just on Tiny Desk, so I want to play, and she played. This is recent, and it's live, and she sang her old school jam, and then I want to play her latest single. She was on Good Morning America and did her latest single live there.
Okay.
I wanted to see what you thought.
Yeah, all right, but I definitely. I haven't heard. I heard one song somebody sent, and
hi guys.
You know, so I don't know. I haven't really checked into it. But listen, music is life, and it's a lot of life can be given through it. So we're gonna speak to it though. What's good, Tia? What's happening, everybody? Thank y'all for sliding. It's always a pleasure, as all per usual.
I'm gonna play the yeah, we love y'all. Share, like, and all the good shit. Okay, this is Jill Scott on Tiny Desk concert. This was the other day on the 16th. It was 2 days ago.
Matter originals are out there living the stories worth telling.
Enjoy.
What's yours? Live in Levi's.
In celebration of live music. You're here, I'm pleased, I really dig your company, your style, your smile, your peace mentality. Lord, have mercy on me. I was blind, now I can see what a king's supposed to be. Baby, I feel free. Come on and go with me. Let's take a long walk around the park.
Yeah.
After dark, find a spot for us to spark a conversation, verbal relations, our situation, temptation, education, relaxation, elevation. Or maybe we could talk about Surah 31:18. Your background,
come on,
ain't squeaky clean. Sometimes we all got to swim up. You ain't no saint, we all a sinner. But you put your good foot down to make your soul move.
All men in the back, baby.
Man, you're so fat, and you're all that plus supreme. Then you're humble, then you're feeling. I can feel everything that you bring.
Come on, Jill.
A long walk around the park after dark. Find a spot for us to spark a conversation, verbal elation, stimulation. Share our situation, temptation, education, relaxation, elevation. Maybe we can talk about Revelation 3:17. Or maybe we can see a movie, or maybe we can see a play on Saturday. Maybe we can roll a tree and feel a breeze and listen to a symphony. Or maybe, maybe we can take a cruise and listen to the roots. So maybe eat some passion fruit, or maybe cry to the blues.
Come on.
Or just be silent.
Yes.
Let's take come
on, Jill.
Find a spot for us to spark conversation, verbal elation, stimulation, situation, temptation, education, elevation. Or maybe we can talk about songs in entirety. Maybe we can see a play on Saturday. Maybe we can roll a tree and feel a breeze and listen to a story. Or maybe we can take a cruise and ride rock to the blues. Just be silent.
Yes, sir. Okay, so I just wanted to play that because that's a throwback.
Yeah,
that's a throwback. Okay, now that's the throw. That's the Jill. Okay, come on. Now, let me play her the latest one.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going with this.
Because I don't want. Listen, it's Black History Month, and I'm not tearing down nobody black this month.
Oh, okay.
Now but maybe I'm overreacting. Just look at this, Jay. You might like it. I mean, I'm not the only person in the world. I'm sharing it now. Please.
Yeah, please. Mm-hmm. No.
He said, I see where we're going with that. It's a setup. Okay, you might like it. Okay, here we go.
And we are back now with a soul legend, 3-time Grammy Award-winning artist Jill Scott is releasing her first new album in over a decade. It's titled To Whom This May Concern. She's going to perform her new single for us in just a second. But first, we got to chat. It's such an honor to have you with us today. Tell us about this new album. How does it feel to be back?
It feels, so far, it feels really good. I'm excited. I have music to share. I have audiences to perform for. So I'm lifted.
Well, we're happy you're back. You're a true collaborator at heart. Talk to me about the collabs that's on this album.
They are really organic. I found musicianship and MCs particularly. I love a good storyteller. So there's JID and Tierra Whack and Too Short. I love a good storyteller, and the musicians also tell stories with their instruments as well.
Oh, well, we're excited to hear it. So off her 6th studio album, To Whom This May Concern, it is out today. Here is Jill Scott performing the album's first single, Beautiful People. Take it away. Take it away.
Thank you. This ain't a happenstance or whim. Our love is continual. Continual. Saint or saint. It's deep. Our love is bigger than time or race. Our love is rhythm and chime. It resonates in every place. It fills the place. My beautiful people. Oh, my people. Beautiful, beautiful, I just wanna be cool. I am genuine. I love your soul. I love your soul. I do. I just wanna shine in the night like a star. Beautiful people, joyful people, sincerely caring, sharing people, enterprising, good timing, people. Living life to the fullest. Living life. All my beautiful people.
Yeah. So,
yeah. Oh, God. Hi, Marianne.
Marianne, you stop it.
I'll be listening. Hello. Hi, Marianne. She said, I have a lot to say, however, there's no room in a simple comment. My pink Caucasian mother would tell us 4 kids, I brought you into the world, I'll take you out. Right. Period.
And yes. And you know, I'm not gonna do it.
What?
I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you know what? I can appreciate that sentiment. I really can. But that also says a lot about the type of upbringing, and that's why we're glad you're here, Marianne. Because we have a lot more in common than what we might have once assumed. But
what did you think about that song?
So listen, I don't mind it. I think it's cool. I could be in the house, you know, doing something, cleaning up.
I could be doing something too. Hi, Truth.
Vibing, cleaning up.
If you can't.
Might be cooking a little something, whatever the case may be. That's playing and just vibing out. So
I mean, it's giving bookstore.
There you go. But I like books, so yeah, it works.
No, that's not what I mean. It's giving background music. It's not giving single. Let me go out and buy the album. It's giving a nice little going to the coffee bookstore, the coffee shop / bookstore, and it playing in the background. Ambiance. It's giving ambiance. It's not giving, let me go buy the album. She's back. It's not giving that.
It's not. No, you know what? I don't.
We shouldn't have to try so hard to like it.
And again, I think that's a good point because I'm really partial to her though, because I like her.
Me too.
So yeah, maybe I need to see kind of what her thought process behind it. What's good, Kent? What's good? Truth. Thank y'all for sliding.
That's what she gives though. So Ken, are you saying that basically I'm expecting something from her that she's always given, or different than what she's always given? She's always given bookstore. Ken, talk to me.
I mean, I think you could say that though. I think you could say, because if you think about it, her songs always hit with movie soundtracks, right? It's moments in movies. You hear her songs, and that's what I typically think about when I hear her music anyway, it's always some scene and some, we don't have any black rom-coms anymore though. I don't know what the story is.
Rom-com?
Romantic comedy. I mean, come the fuck on. Anyway,
I'm eating popcorn. Romantic comedy. How was no rom-com stems for that? I've never heard of rom-com.
Okay.
I really haven't.
Yeah, respectfully.
Okay, but it makes sense. Romantic comedy. Go ahead.
Yeah, but anyway, I haven't heard. We used to have those. Like, we had what was what was it? Best Man or what's some of the black ones that we had? Love Jones. You had. I wouldn't say that. Who?
Who's in the Hood?
That's not a romantic comedy. What are you talking about?
Right. My bad. I'm just saying. Okay, what about romantic comedy black movie is giving? I don't know. Let me see if the comments could save me.
No.
Oh, Truth. They said, because Truth is in a different chat, Kent. We got 2 chats going.
Jason Lyrics. Yes, that's another great one. Yeah. So her songs are typically always synonymous, to me at least, with movies, like in certain scenes. There's this one that she was in. I'm trying to think of. I can't think of what the name of it was, but she actually was a character in one. Might have been a Tyler Perry one though, but I don't know. But the point of what I'm saying is,
Yeah,
I can see it. She's not, I mean, yeah. What were you expecting from her? That's what I would say.
I just want a bop. I want a good bop, like the first one I played. That was a good bop. I need a constant melody. Like this was given. I mean, put it on the album, but does it have to be your single? Like you don't have a good single. That's not giving single.
Well, you got okay. So here's another thought, right? Well, what was the message in that song, right?
Beautiful people,
beautiful black people. What was the message in the first song that we played today?
I can't remember.
God damn it!
Do you remember?
I sent it to you.
Oh, the first song. I thought you meant the Jill Scott song.
I said the first song we played today.
Oh, yeah, you did say that. Well, that was about black people. About I'm blacker than something. I'm blacker than Jason. Just work with.
So listen, here's. Well, truth, you're liable to block yourself. You do a lot of things like this. Yeah,
don't let her distract you. Look, leave truth alone.
You also will remove yourself from spaces, unbeknownst to the people that were there originally. So again, for them to say, "Did you do that?" I think it's it's reasonable.
You think that? You think it wasn't so far off that she?
It's not far fetched at all.
Okay, she's making it clear as
clarity is our friend. Communication is our partner. Thanks for clarifying.
Communication is our partner. Clarity is our friend. Yeah.
Whatever it is, you understood what I meant, and thanks for clarifying. Now, moving on. I would also say that. So if you think about what's happening in the world space right now. And it is the release, and it is right now. We're in February, right, which is typically viewed as Black History Month. Maybe there's a reason why she leads off with that, right? Okay. Considering the time that we're in, considering all the things that are happening, that will constitute sending a message out to people, the melanated diaspora, like hey. Melanation is still beautiful. Black is still beautiful, irrespective of what it looks like, irrespective of what we see, irrespective of what they're trying to tell you, and the attempts that they're going to try to hide how beautiful that blackness actually is. And on that note, I heard that the CEO of Target actually is stepping down.
Who? Okay, the CEO of Target is stepping down. So. Right. Because of what? Because we
boycotted the fuck out of that store.
You think so?
Hell yeah. Yeah, money moves everything in this culture. So no matter what it is, and again, this may sound like a conspiracy theory, but it's not. No matter what we've seen, and there's a guy actually I'll introduce you guys to, and he gives a lot of insight into what we see happening and kind of what some of the origins of it is. But I will say this, just keeping it on the point. What we know is that money moves everything. So if you wanna really affect change, you hit their pocket first. Don't nobody give a fuck about you going out to no picketing, going out to no streets, you blocking traffic. Who gives a fuck? Hit their pockets. Because right now, the wealthy elite are blatantly running shit. And so it doesn't matter, right, what you think. It doesn't matter about all this other shit. It's pocket money, it's pocket interest. So when the call went out for people to stop going to Target, especially melanated people, because of this whole DEI bullshit, which we already know we weren't even the main benefactors of DEI, but it's the fact that you labeled it and associated it with us. So then all black advancement is because of this bullshit, and we know it's not. Okay, cool. Say less. So anyway, I'm surprised you weren't really.
No, I know of it. I'm looking at it now. This was 5 months ago. He stepped down. I see that. I did hear about that some time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then they have a new CEO, another white man. That's fine.
Yeah.
And it says 2 weeks ago he's facing anti-ICE protests and slumping sales. So anyway, but to your point though, yeah, down and okay. And
so and again, that's just a small sample of the collective power we actually do have. We just have to direct it. And the way in which you do on a lot of things that I think really was what's going to make the difference is we redirect where our funds go. Just redirect it, because again, we are one of the largest consumer bases as a people because we've been systematically kept away from a lot of things, right? Ownership, blah, 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 blah. There's no need to argue that point. You can clearly see the history of it, and even actively speaking, right, currently. But that being said,
do you guys stop shopping at don't forget what you're gonna say. Do you guys like take part in these silent protests or these? It doesn't even have to be about racial things. It could be anything that you believe in. Do you guys stop spending your money in places if you have an issue with the company? I'm just wondering. You could answer that and let us know. I don't per se, but I also don't vote. So I mean, but I do believe that there is power in it, and my belief system is shifting just a little bit. But don't forget your point. Go. I'm sorry. I just want to know.
No. I was just saying. I just to echo that is I do think that's where the power is going to be at. Is us shifting how we utilize how we direct our funds, how we utilize them, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Being intentional about where we spend our money and where we don't spend our money. That's one of the reasons why I was such an advocate for this idea of forced segregation. I wish these motherfuckers would come out and say whites only. Oh, I wish you would. As a matter of fact, I would hope that you would go ahead and be that blatant, because we don't give a fuck about what looks good or what looks right. I'm not even concerned about that, nor do I trust the American people to come to our defense. No, they most definitely will not. But what I do know, you let me know where you stand. And that's all I really need at that point, because I will redirect whatever funds, resources, finances. I don't give a fuck. The only reason why they're prospering now for the most part is because most of us just don't know. We don't know who's who and what's what. Like, I'm just realizing that Chase Bank had a huge hand in the slave trade. I didn't know that that's how they got their money. I didn't know that's how they're still irrelevant to this day. But once I did know, it's time to make some changes. And now, that being said, how many black affiliated banks are there out there? There's a handful of them. There's enough for to do what we need to do. But I think that's where it comes into us being like intentional about that.
Right.
Thinking about where we put our money.
You really do have to be intentional, and you have to really you may have to go out of your way. You more than likely you will have to. It's designed that way. So, but I know I watch Craig Stewart sometime. Craig the writer Stewart, and he's big on his platform. Is big on supporting Black, spending Black, anything Black, from products to doctors you choose to associate with and spend your money with, all that. So he's big on that. So, and he finds ways to tell people to go here, don't do this, do that, and is guide you, But and again, there's a lot of integrity in that, and it says a lot, I think, about a person who's willing to sacrifice their time, their money, and stuff like that, because to shop black and live your life in that way, it's time consuming. It's not easy. You're gonna have to not go to your favorite stores, and what makes it hard to me too is like, just like you mentioned about Chase. I mean, okay, we're not surprised. I mean, if you go anything you're fucking with, what do you have in your hand right now?
Me? I had an orange juice bottle.
Okay, that bottle. What company is that?
Minute Maid.
Minute Maid. Now we're gonna look up Minute Maid.
You know what?
We're gonna look it up because it comes down to these little things, you little motherfuckers. You niggas want to stand for something and fall for anything? You black mother. Okay, Minute Maid on CEO. Let me see. Minute Maid. I'm just gonna type in Minute Maid racist. watch what comes. Let's just see what comes up. Because when you're looking for something, you'll find it. God damn it. Okay. Oh wait. AI said, based on available information, there's no evidence that the brand Minute Maid is racist or associated with racist origins. Okay, Jason, you can keep drinking this shit. Fuck
okay, but you know what? But you know what?
Go ahead. There goes my phone. Oh, but look at what it says. It is a product brand owned by the Coca-Cola Company. Uh-oh.
We know Coca-Cola was on some bullshit.
You gotta dig deep.
But I wouldn't have thought that. But nevertheless, though, I think that's what it really boils down to at the end of the day. Is we really have to be mindful about little like stuff like this, because again, when we as a people, and here's what I will say too, and this is for those, and especially like with Marianne, right? Mm-hmm. And even with Tia bringing in the Hispanic community.
Tia is not Hispanic. Tia's are one Hispanic representative. Marianne's are white. Where's Susan? Yeah. Go ahead.
Susan's somewhere too, so she usually shows up periodically.
Asian. She's our Asian. Okay, go ahead.
Susan's Asian?
No. Oh. Might as well be if Tia's Mexican. Might as well be. Fuck it. Go ahead.
So Susan brings in our Asian demographic. But here's what I will say, right? Is what the fuck was going?
No, we were talking about all of the mixed cultures.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so here's the thing, though, right? Here's the thing, people. Here it is.
Okay, go ahead.
We have to band together. That's the key to all of
the United Nations.
We have to be that. This podcast is representative of the United Nations. Truly. It's about, we're just all together, and we don't all think the same. We don't all believe the same. But at the baseline is we all feel like this is some bullshit. So let's put our shit together and start figuring out ways how we can really affect change. And I mean that sincerely. And it sounds like I'm joking. I'm saying this in jest, but I'm really not, because in the grand scheme of things, that's what the play is happening right now. Mm-hmm. It's keeping people divided ultimately to keep them distracted. So, and we are never as strong as we are when we are banded together.
We're never as strong individually as we are in
when we're banded together. Yeah, when we band together, and I mean all of us band together.
Well, speaking of banding together, oh man, how does that work? When we can't even get along in a small group. So how do we Could we really band together? Is that speaking of banding together? Jesse Jackson died. Rest in peace to the man upstairs. Because we're talking about well, I mean, he was civil rights. Jesse Jackson, all bullshit aside, he did pass away, and we can't even. And my son, when I told him he passed away, he's looking for reasons not to like the nigga. I'm like, what the hell did Jesse Jackson do to you? He's talking, well, I'm looking him up now, and you know, he seems to be okay. But the only problem I had, and I stopped listening right then. Well, you just trying to find something wrong with the nigga. What's going on? So our newer generations, they're not thinking about banding together. I don't think.
Well, I don't know.
Are they?
They might be more so than the generations prior to, and I say that because it's evidenced by how many, like for instance, the interracial dating is not as big of a thing with them as it was with us.
They don't care about it.
They don't really care about it. It doesn't matter. Like it's like I can love who I love. I can like who I like, blah, 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 blah. So that tells me though, is that one, they're looking at life through their own lens, number one. Number two, though, it also says that they actually, and when it comes down to, I think, this whole notion of could they band together, I think they are more banded together. As evidenced by what we see, the 2018, not 18, I think it was when Obama got elected the first time. Well, he canvassed the young people, right? And that's how he got elected. He got their vote.
Right. Good point. Good point.
Yeah, that's how he got their vote. And when he did that, obviously, you know, that led to his presidency. They were focused more on politics, like kind of what makes sense. So I honestly think that generation is not as hard pressed to band together as we have been in ours, because again,
they're better at it.
I think they are accustomed to it, and again, we also have created an environment where they can be. So we fostered that, you know, and how we raised them and how we brought them up, how we, you know, how we nurtured them and things of that nature. If you look at kind of the things that we emphasize in our family structures versus the generations before. So we're really big on not treating a certain kind of way because of how they look, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know, you can kind of go down the list of it. The LGBTQ piece came in. Listen, man, why in the fuck are we tripping on people what they want to do? Who gives a fuck? It has no bearing on their character. It has no bearing on who this person is. I'm not judging you by who the fuck you like. I'm basing my feelings on you.
They got a lot of power.
Or not. Who?
They got a lot of power. That LGBTQ community, legitimate. That's what.
Man, listen.
Them and Jews, nigga. If you want some shit done, if they ain't in your corner, you can hang it up. You better act like a
I said this shit on a podcast months ago. Any movement that you really want to get some traction with, that's that community. You need that community at the end of the day. Any movement. I honestly believe that because of the way they come hard as a collective. Although, yeah, as a collective, and it's much respected personally. You know, so anyway, the point of what I'm saying though, if getting back, is I really think that's going to be the move for us, man. Is we got to figure this out. We got to figure out ways that we can kind of still band ourselves together, because all these other tactics are just divisive. They're just meant to kind of distract us, get us to draw on these lines, these cultural lines. Yes, black is beautiful, brown is beautiful, white is right, white Right. I have a real problem saying this. I'm having a struggle. I'm having a real struggle. And it's just because of the history. It's history. I feel like I'd be damned if I sit up here and be cooning for anybody. I'm the furthest thing from that. But nevertheless, though, for those of us who
I can't. I am so dead.
Yeah. Marianne, I'm with you. You know, and you are an ally. I fuck with you.
Oh my God. Tia, he just puts his damn foot in his mouth every time. Okay, look, let's. I'm not white.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
She's like, "Would you guys cut it out? I'm not white. My refrigerator is white, for God's sakes."
You know what? You're right. You are right. Not a color. You know you are absolutely correct. Marianne, you are correct about that.
Jason, stop doing that to her. No, I'm just
hold on. I didn't do anything to her. I'm just saying.
Okay, where's my popcorn?
Yes. Because you know what? For that matter, we're not colors. Yes, okay. I agree, Marianne.
We sorry. Move.
I agree with you, Marianne. I'm with you 1,000%. Okay, now you are a minority in this respect, though. Very much so. So, what culture group do you actually?
Oh, Marianne.
Yeah,
she's biracial.
Yeah. So, what are the races?
Oh.
What are the culture groups? So, because again, I get what she's saying. Like, look, I'm not. Even if she's European descent, doesn't mean that she's white. I think that's where she's going. Like, it doesn't, because white is a color. That's like that's a social construct.
True.
I think that's what she's saying.
True. What's embarrassing, Jason? I know.
Oh man, yeah, it's gonna be a bunch of it. But so hopefully, well, again, so you can clarify, Marianne. I am all ears for you.
Listen. Yes. Marianne is the white representative for us. Period. You don't have to like it.
Oh no, Susan was our Asian. Tia's our Hispanic.
Yeah.
What is truth?
Jamaican.
She said she's Jamaican. Yeah. Yeah. So that's our Caribbean. Oh.
What?
Nothing. Yeah. Yeah, and the Kents are
LGBTQ. They're not a color.
That's not what I'm saying.
Oh,
they're from Pittsburgh's.
Yeah.
Is that mid? What is that?
That's not ethnicity.
No. What's Pittsburgh? What is that? Eastern, Midwestern,
Eastern. East.
Okay, that's our Eastern delegation.
Marianne, you can't speak for Susan.
Yeah, Marianne.
Marianne, you cannot speak for Susan. Ain't nobody speaking for you except for us.
Oh, the Kents are Samoan. See, there we go. All right, so we got the Kents are Samoan.
Wait, who said that? Truth is stupid. Go sit in your little chair, right? He is whack.
Oh no, Truth said the Kents are Samoan. Okay, so we have a variety of nations represented right here.
Mm-hmm.
We have them, and I think we should really make an effort to figure out how we can mobilize this.
Where do you think this podcast is headed? I don't know where our podcast is headed. I mean,
cancellation.
Do we make? Don't make me laugh at this popcorn. Do we? I don't know. Like, I get sick. Like, we're having good conversation. But
stop, I say.
I can beat us down. And so when I come on here, sometimes I want to get deep. And other times I want to. It's like I was telling you today. I was trying to find, like, what can we talk about? I'm looking through, and it's all rubbish. Brorilla, Glorilla's sister came out and talked about her. Then you have Fantasia's dad, estranged dad, come out and speak on her husband. And it got me thinking. It did kind of bring up a thought. Sometimes you got family and blood, and they're just no good for you. I can't be the only one who feels that way. But what if we were famous? We're not even famous, and we have our little issues. Can you imagine having these same issues and being famous? That's got to be rough. And not only family, Jason, there's people in your life, not just you. I'm sure there's a lot of people in this audience who are listening to my voice. And they're saying, where is she going with this? I'm not really sure. But what I am sure about is I like to keep my circle kind of small. I feel like people are a bunch of confusion. Don't you?
Not really.
You don't?
No.
You don't think people are cause you a bunch of confusion?
No. I don't.
You don't? I do. If you let them in.
No. Here's the difference.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I'm moving the comments. Did you move?
Yeah, I think here's the thing. You can have guests in your house, but everybody doesn't get to go into the master bedroom.
Oh,
Everyone doesn't go into the master bedroom, the bathroom either. There is a guest room. There is a guest bathroom. There's common social areas in the household, and there's areas that are typically reserved for who has behind the scenes access.
Oh.
I think the same thing applies to friendships.
Okay.
There's some people who I'm friendly with, we can sit on the porch and we can shoot the shit with. There's some people who come inside and we can sit at the table and we can break bread with and wooty whoop. Some people can do that and we can go sit and watch a television show or watch a movie together.
Okay.
Or go out on the back patio, right? Because there's levels to this.
Okay.
You know, there's some people who would never get any of that level type of access to me.
Who'll never even get in the door?
They'll never get even in the door. They'll never get the invite or nothing, right? There's some people that would. And then there's others that a smaller group of people that probably, I don't care if you were in my room or in my master bathroom. I don't give a fuck. Not about you. Because I trust who you are and I trust what you do with that access anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So again, I just think it's just levels to it. So no, I don't think people cause a lot of problems. I think you allow that as a person, though. Because people are gonna be who they are.
Okay.
Right? So let them be who the fuck they want to be.
Okay. Truth has said that before. She has said that before. Let people be who the fuck they're gonna be. Just let them.
Yeah, let them be that. And again, sometimes I think one of our challenges as people is sometimes we have such high hopes for people, right? And we want them to fill certain roles because we like this person would be such a great person in this role. I remember when I was
trust. Yes, Marianne.
I was talking to a female one time. And I had such high hopes for who I thought she was going to be in my life, right? That I wanted to put the responsibilities that came with the way that I felt about her on her as well. And those responsibilities are reciprocal pieces, right? But the thing was, is like, that's not who she was. So yeah, it would have been great in my thought process because I think you fit the bill.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't, and you didn't, and that's okay. And so, but we have to be willing to be okay with the fact that everyone does not and just won't be. They can't be in that space. So it's let people be who they're going to be. When they show you who they are, believe them the first time, not the 800th time. Believe them initially. Trust that, okay, so that's who you are, and that's okay. And then you decide from there if that's what you want to participate with, or what level will you participate with that.
Mm-hmm.
And in doing so, you don't really have a lot of unwanted shit around you because you are determining what's around you. You're determining the type of conversations that pop off in your presence. Well, because the people that you have around you are going to talk a certain kind of way, majority of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's what you wanted to hear, great. If they're talking about shit you don't really want to be involved with, well, that just says it's time for you to change your associations.
Yeah.
Maybe spend more time with the people that are talking about things that you do like.
Mm-hmm.
And then the things that you aren't really interested in, that shit goes by the wayside. So yeah, I can get why you say to keep your circle small. My circle is contracting and it grows, but everybody is purposed. Everybody has everybody that's in my circles are meaningful. They have me. I don't have the stragglers in my circles anymore. People that are just there to occupy space. I don't have the fucking bandwidth for occupying space.
Yeah.
I just don't. I really don't. It's just like this. What's the point? What's the point? Because I don't need anything that this motherfucker's got.
Right. I know. Yeah. That I've thought about that too. It's like honestly, it's like I don't like I have friends that I talk to far and few between, right? But I still consider them a friend, and I don't need to talk to them all the time. You know what I mean? And it's like, and we're all okay with that. But they're still a high level friend, a high tier friend.
Mm-hmm.
Versus a person you talk to all the time, whatever, but you feel like they're a lower tier friend, lower level. But anyway, I just feel like, yeah, I get that. Like it's levels to it, and we keep the people around that we choose to. So if somebody's around that you're not vibing with, that's not cool. Why are you keeping them around? I guess. Or just switch up, just move around a little bit.
You got, because again, this is your experience. This is you fucking matter. So the things that are important to you, it should matter, and it has to matter to you. Because if it don't matter to you, it won't matter to anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta matter to you. Mm-hmm. So that means that the people, the things that are around me, they're not just there. Like, I want you to think about this, right? And this is a real life thing. If you were to look around in your living space or your room or wherever the fuck it is that you're at, I want you to just take a legitimate assessment of everything that you see in there. I want you to, and then you ask yourself, are there things right now that are here and have been here that don't belong here? It can be as simple as a book. It could be as simple as a piece of paper or a bill that's just sitting on your dresser or whatever the fuck it is. Right? Don't just start asking ask yourself a legitimate question, and then follow up with this: why have I allowed this to sit here? The answers that you're going to get are going to be so sincere, right?
Well, I can answer it. I could think of something right now, sitting right here, that's been right here for a long time behind my computer. It's a microphone, and I keep saying it's one of the ones you put right here, like you pin on
the lapel mic.
Yeah. and I've been saying I want to use it because you're supposed to, you could walk around with it and blah blah blah. And I've when I first got it, I hooked it up, but I couldn't really tell a difference, so I wasn't sure if I was doing it right. So, because I was gonna use it, whatever, right? But so anyway, that's still sitting right here because I'm still like, well, I'm definitely not gonna throw it away because it's new and it costs money. You know what I mean? It's stupid. But I haven't tackled it again. So I don't know. I mean, does it have a purpose? Yeah, I guess, but I won't move it. It's little. It's not taking up a lot of space. So I don't know.
But it's just there, right? And so it's there as an unresolved matter. So it's you say it's because it's physically little that it's not taking up a lot of space, but it actually is taking up space. Because an unresolved matter is now being added to the rest of the things that are unresolved, that are just not being addressed and not being dealt with. So when you want to start changing those types of outcomes, you have to get down to the nitty gritty to where even that small thing. There's a passage in the Bible that says this, and again, this is a great wisdom saying, says that it says a small foxes spoil the vine. The idea behind that was, at the time, the people were building fences to keep out the big animals from eating off the fruit that was on their vines, right? The fruits and vegetables that were growing. Yeah, you kept out the big animals, so they can't get to those fruits and vegetables. But they weren't the ones that were really fucking with your fruit and vegetables. It was the small shit that was the small foxes that were able to seep through those holes, and then they can climb up in there and get it. So the idea behind that is it's not always the big things. Sometimes the big things are what they are, but it's those little things that can sometimes be the most hindering to your progress. So I would say on a simple statement like that one, right? A simple thing, I would say, then how about you make a plan to go ahead and find a place for it? That means find a place in your life or find a place or determine what place it needs to be in. So that could be, hey, you know what? Well, tomorrow I'm going to put it on and use it. And I'm going to see. And I'm going to spend, and I'll just go ahead and I'll give it a day. I give it 3 hours or whatever the case may be. And then I'm going to determine if this has value to me or not. Is this something that I can see myself using or I will use or something I won't? And then if it is, great. Then you'll find a place for it. And now.
Let me show it to you. Go ahead.
Yeah. And then say, you'll know now that it has a place. And then, if you need to move it, you need to give it away, you need to sell it, do whatever you need to do. But again, it is taking up precious space, because what happens, again, in addition to this, is everything that we struggle with, right? No matter what it is, whatever we struggle with, the way in which you tackle that is going to be evidenced in the everyday. Like your key to overcoming it is evidenced in the everyday. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm assuring you, the key to overcoming that thing is going to be evidenced in your everyday interactions. You're going to win it. You win by winning those small battles. So you could say, let's go with trust is paramount, right? So Marianne makes this statement. I agree. I think trust is paramount. I'd also go so far as to say that trust is earned, not given, right?
Trust is earned.
So when it comes down to how and what trust means and things of that nature and the levels that are associated with trust, right? So we say trust is paramount. So let's say if I have an issue with forgiving someone, or I have issues with trusting people, right? I'm not saying that Marianne is saying that. I'm saying, let's just say this is an example.
You're saying, for example, you would have issues trusting people. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, let's say I have issues trusting people. Okay. So how would I tackle this in my everyday, right? Let's say I'm at home and I'm by myself.
Okay.
I'm not dealing with anybody. So how can I practice trusting people if I'm at home, working from home, or I'm at home by myself? So how would that be possible? Okay. So what I would do with a person that says that is what we would do is this. I take and again, I'm saying this to you guys. This wouldn't be known as to where I'm going with why I'd be asking certain questions, right? It's in a kind of like a pseudo therapeutic interaction. You wouldn't know why I'm asking questions, but what I'm giving you guys the backstory. This is what I know. It's just going to be that the answer to overcoming this is evidenced in that person's everyday life. So what I want to find out is, what does your everyday look like? And as we're talking, right? And you say, well, this, that, and the third. There's going to be, without a shadow of a doubt, moments throughout the day where the idea of trust or mistrust is going to play itself out, whether it be with products in the house, whether it be, man, did I lock that door? That door never closes right. Let me go and double check or triple check that door. Or, you know what, this stepping stool, I use it, but sometimes it squeaks or it wiggles a little bit. I'm not really even sure, but it's been there for 3 years, right? And you've been using it, but you still question its validity. The table, there's 2 chairs at that dining room table that you don't typically sit in because those legs are weak on it, right? Again, all I'm saying is there's evidence of it. What I would do is we start tackling that, because those small things that you say you might think are insignificant, they're adding to the message that I cannot trust. Because so around me, there's the things that are reminding me of why and reaffirming this belief I cannot trust. So that stool, I cannot trust. Those table legs, I cannot trust.
So you got to have everything around you could trust.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
What? Well, that's what you're saying. Like, because if I don't want to reaffirm my belief that I can't trust, so in order to not reaffirm it, I need to have things around me that I can trust and get rid of the things I don't trust. What are you saying? That's not what you're saying?
That's not directly what I'm saying, no.
Okay.
No. But you're not wrong, but
okay.
The piece about getting rid of, no, because again, we're not removing these things.
You want me to be wrong so bad.
No, I don't. I never want you to be wrong. I don't care, because it doesn't have a bearing on my life. Except for when you're talking shit about me. Like, that's the only time it has a bearing. So anyhow.
Go ahead.
Those are the things that I would say.
I'm trying to fix this.
Then fix the motherfucker.
No, but you told me.
You finish talking.
Go ahead.
Shit.
Go ahead. Trust. The chairs, the wobbly chairs. Go ahead. We listening. I'm listening. I don't know what the fuck they doing. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Oh man. So with she gets on my
this dysfunction is goddamn. All I'm saying is I'm trying to follow along. Don't shoot the messenger. God damn. I feel like I was listening good. Let me see what these people talking about. Go ahead. Oh my God, today focus. Okay, sorry. Look, go ahead. I'm focused. No, he's not focused. I'm focused.
Okay. So here's what we're doing is we're just addressing them. Again, we're not jumping down the road, because this is not one of those moments where you just, okay, I'm throwing everything away. No, because again, it got there for a reason. If we don't understand and we don't address the reasons and your rationale for how things get to places, then what's going to happen is it don't matter if you clean that shit out. It comes right back. because I don't understand why it's there to begin with. It just keeps happening over and over. You know, the old saying is, you can't take a person out the you can take a person out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the person, right? What that's saying is, hey,
you could take
doesn't
a
matter
dummy
whether
to a library, but you can't make them read.
you can take a what?
Dummy.
Oh,
I made that up, but it made sense. I mean, same concept.
it does. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Okay.
It makes sense. It's right. But anyway, to that point, right? We want to know, well, why are we taking the dummy to the library?
Oh, okay. See, now you meet people where they at. Now I'm following.
We got to know, right? Because
why are you taking the dummy to the library?
Yeah, because why is that important? So what is it? What are you trying to achieve or accomplish with that? So why are these things still sitting around here? There's a reason for it, right? But we just want to start to identify that, because when you start to identify it, that's what helps you to start to really take ownership over all of those little things, those moving parts, right? So you're saying, man, how am I able to work on trusting people when I'm not really around them, right? I've isolated myself from people, or whatever the case may be. It's gonna be evidence in your everyday. There's gonna be things that you're doing that are requiring trust, and you're either applying it or you're not, or you're questioning it. You're questioning, can I trust this? Why is blah 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 blah, right? You're going down those roads of thoughts, and what you're doing is you're just keeping those things alive. You're feeding it. So what you want to start doing is you're intentional about the things that are in your space, the things that are reflected in your space, things that are in your space that have meaning, they have value to you, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. At some point or another, you're going to determine or assess their value. When you determine and assess the value of whatever is around you, then you're going to make decisions based on that. You make decisions, okay? If it's what the things that don't have value, what do I do with them? Where am I going to put those things? Am I going to get rid of them? Or am I just going to keep them, and I'm just going to say that, hey, yeah, I have a closet full of things that are not valuable to me, and I just put it all in my closet. If that's what you decide to do, then that's what you decide to do. Or if you decide to clear it out, then you can clear it. The thing is, I just want you to have ownership over it, though. Because when you start owning that shit, well, it has a spillover effect. The spillover effect is it starts to affect the other things in your life. And I'll say this, and I will go ahead and move on. I was in prayer one day. It was some years ago. And when I was in prayer, and mind you, I'm just praying my regular prayers and how I go about starting my prayer. And I remember in this moment, I heard something say, "Did you hear what you just said?" And I replayed it in my mind. And and I'm having this conversation back and forth, and I'm saying, well, yeah, I heard that. And I kept going. And then as I'm praying more, did you hear what you just said? And at that point, I stopped and I started to really pay attention to what am I saying. And here's what was happening. The question then became, why do you think you said that? And if I'm in my honesty bag, I knew exactly why I was saying that, and that's what came out in that moment. But let me tell you what happened. What got exposed for me was that I was praying, but I was praying out of a place of fear. What was coming up and how I structured my prayer, the things that were significant to me, right? And things and how I talked, how I started my prayer a message was being declared as to what I really truly believe about me. And at the baseline of it, there was a fear narrative that was playing. I didn't realize that until that moment. Now, here's what happened. I struggled with trying to find a way to pray or my voice in prayer after that, because I didn't know how to pray any other way.
Right. That makes sense.
So as time progressed, because again, I identified that the way I was structuring prayer was based on fear. Now I'm structuring it differently. And why am I telling you guys this story? It's because of the spillover effect. Well, what I didn't know, that something as simple as me praying, which is a personal one-on-one type of thing, had a dramatic effect on my everyday lived experiences.
Okay.
That then resulted in me no longer being afraid of snakes. I'm not even bullshitting y'all. I used to landscape. After that moment, I didn't give a fuck if there was snakes out there. I didn't give a fuck if I ran into one. I was like, hey, it is what it is. My fear of heights.
Because of the story
I
you told.
was claustrophobic. There was, I mean, and you name it. And even now, right, there's still fears that are starting to bubble up, and it's like, oh, okay, so I didn't realize that was a fear. So now I can address that. What I'm saying is, how would prayer have anything to do? And again, I'm not praying about snakes. I'm not praying about fear of heights or xenophobia or anything. I'm not praying about those things. But something that seemed to have no bearing on anything else, it did. So the spillover effect is a real thing. So when you start tackling these small things, the spillover effect is you never know just how important that small thing actually was in your whole world space and your worldscape. It's not the big things. It's often the small things, the things that we overlook that are causing us the most
I'm
damage.
gonna have to figure this out. I need to figure out why my back has to be up against the motherfucking wall for me to make a significant change. I've been that way, I think, my entire life. Like, shit has to be on the motherfucking line, and then I'll get my act together. Like, I won't just do it because it's the right thing to do, and you should be doing it because this is the right thing, and if you don't do it, there's potential consequences that you don't want to deal with. Right? All of this, I know it, but I'm only going to do it if you tell me you could die if you don't. You could go to jail. You could lose your marriage. It has to be like, and then I'm like, okay, well, give me a little bit more time, type shit. It's like, well, why is it? Because it's so, I annoy myself so bad. So I'm saying that to say, when you were talking, that's what I was thinking of, because you're talking about how small changes, like you have to I need to start making these little changes on small things. So an example of that, back up against the wall before I take action, has to be something extreme. I don't know what, on a daily activity, what would be an example of that for me? Because I wake up early, so it's not like that would be example. That would be like if I was a person that woke up late.
Okay.
I'm not a tardy person. I don't like being late for things, so I'm not tardy. What's an example? I mean, I pretty much am like I don't know, Jason. I have to tackle this because it's starting to get on my nerves at 50. Okay. It's like are you an adult? Like, what's going on here? Like, why do you behave this way, Bobby? Like, and then part of it too is my entire life and spirit. Don't hear what I'm not saying, please, because I still want this privilege. But I've always been bailed out. So my husband brought to my attention that I've never hit rock bottom. Tell me that, because he had a life full of struggle. And he would look at me and how I move and how things go on in my life around me and people in my life and things, whatever, right? And he's like, you never hit rock bottom. Like, there's always somebody there to save you. Because we would have discussions about, well, why don't I get it? Well, why don't I do A, B, and C, talking about me? Well, why don't you, like, why? He doesn't understand, like, why would you let that even happen? Like, why would you, how did you even get here type shit? And it's like, oh, because you're going to get rescued. You've always gotten rescued. So I'm talking right to you about this. Maybe that's why my back has to be up against the wall to do things. Because as a child, right? Can we put those two together? As a child, being an only child, and it goes to a friend of mine that I have now, right? A girlfriend. That when people would say you're spoiled, blah blah blah, and I'm like, I'm definitely not spoiled. Like, I didn't grow up with like getting everything I wanted. She brought to my attention, I don't know if I told you this before, but she said in the way that I understood it, she was like, think of it like this, Bobby. I had siblings, right? And there was a TV. We had to share the motherfucker. So if I couldn't just go and turn the TV on and watch what I wanted. I had to think of my siblings. You being the only child, you don't even think twice. You never had to. But she was like, but her point to me was, I'm looking at it like a negative thing. Like, I'm not spoiled. Like, how could you say I'm spoiled? Like, I wasn't, I didn't get everything I wanted, right? Like, it's negative. That's not what people are saying. They're saying you didn't have to think like that. It was only one TV and one you. So you always got to see what you wanted to see. So this whole thing about me having to hit rock bottom to make significant change in my life is old for me. I feel like it's getting old, but is it really? Because I keep doing it. And I'm tired of it showing up in different aspects of my life. It gets old. And I'm getting emotional because I'm doing all of these things in my life to evoke change, personal change, reading, eating different, sobriety, and something that seems so small to where it's like, what's so fucking hard about it? Like, what needs to be done. You know what you need to know. Why don't you just fucking do it? What is so fucking difficult? Why do you put all these things on the line unnecessarily because you think you're gonna fucking get bailed out? Like, at some point, Spirit's always gonna look out for me. Like, I know that, but motherfucker, if you got to learn the hard way, Spirit will make sure you get it. If that's your prayer. If your prayer is, I want to get it, that's why I'm careful what I say. Because it's like, the Spirit said, you said you want to get it. Yeah, but I don't want to get it like that. Let me tell you, when I decided to be sober, to change my life, I remember praying, and I told God, I said, help me to get this lesson. But I had all these conditions, Jason. I said, I don't want to lose my job. I said, I want to get my lesson, but don't let me lose my job. Don't let my marriage fail. I had all these things like, And Spirit, it helped me. I got sober without losing my job, without one by drinking and driving, because I was drinking and driving all the time. I mean, I stayed like drinking, period. That was my normal state. So, I mean, I asked, and Spirit did it. I got sick than a motherfucker. And hospitalized for 7 days, right? But my job was on the line, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't lose it. I'm still there.
Right. Okay.
That just proves that be careful what you say and how you pray, because God can answer that. God can give you that wish. And I think right now, you know, it's like I want to learn this lesson without something big happening, dramatic, you know. But when you said things show up in your everyday life, I want to be able to recognize those things so I could work on this lesson that I need to learn. I want to work on it. But if I don't recognize it, how can I work on it if I don't?
Right. So the first step is doing what you're doing, though, is seeing that there's a possibility that there's something there, and I want to look into this, right? I want to be better. That's the power of how we use words in our experience. And a lot of things that we do experience or have, a lot of times, like, we frame that, right? We've shaped it by the things that we speak and how we move and behave about stuff. So I will say honestly, like, one is like you're already doing the work, right? You're starting that process, is being open. The second thing that's going to happen, though, is you're going to now be able to see it, right? Because it's going to be so subtle. And when I say subtle, I mean legitimately so subtle experiences that you're going to see that are going to kind of reflect that. You're going to speak to, hey, like, wait a minute, wait a minute, this little thing right here, this little thing that's sitting over here, or whatever it is. And again, here's what I'm going to tell you guys, and this is the cheat code for it. It does not look like it relates. We spend so much time thinking that things have to relate in order for it to have some significance to it. It does not. More often than not, the things that when we're talking about identifying those small areas, right? They don't always relate. It won't even look like it has anything to do with anything. The price of tea in China, right? But it does. So again, it's called the spillover effect, right? When I overflow a cup, it's going to now run over to the sides of the cup and onto the table or whatever surface it's sitting on. If I keep doing it, it's going to now start affecting the things that are around it. Did those things have a plan to become wet by whatever was happening with my cup? No, but they did. In the same way happens in our life experiences. The spillover effect is these things will show up, they'll overflow, and as you start to deal with it, it's going to start affecting left, right, affecting the next thing and the next thing. So if we were to have a moment, we could talk about that, you know, and kind of look at it and break down kind of what does your everyday look like for you? And then we start to see that there's going to be small things that you put off for later.
Yeah, I do. And one of this bill I'm looking at.
And even if it's not,
it's on this same table where this microphone was. I was like, girl, just make the call and do what you gotta do. I mean, anyway, now you guys, I'm fine. I just, you know, I was having a moment. I had a long day, but I mean, I'm not making excuses, but I mean, it really gets frustrating. And I know I can't be the only one. It gets so frustrating when you're trying to make these changes and you're trying. And I told Jason earlier, I said, who cares? We do, this is just, I just texted him. I was like, are you ready to go on the podcast? He's like, yeah. I said, well, who cares? I don't care. I don't even know what we're going to talk about. we do all this stuff and then we just die anyway. And he was like, what the fuck? Like, the fuck is this coming from? But I mean, I guess my thing is with this podcast, you guys, I always want us to all know that we're human and we can share and have moments and it's okay. You know, it's life, but we just got to keep pushing. But I'm still, and I want you guys to think of what it is for you guys too. Like, we just have to keep pushing forward even when it's difficult. And when we recognize it's something we got to work on, maybe find an accountability partner that can hold you accountable, and then just keep putting one foot in front of the other. So I'm going to call these people on this bill paper tomorrow.
Hey, that one step in front of the next is small. Even if you don't have the money to pay it, that's irrelevant. All you're doing is you're just addressing the shit. Yeah. Just addressing it. And when you start to address things, right, little stuff like that, and again, that's just one step. So and to Truth's point of saying, you know, like that seems diabolical to think that a bill will have anything to do with that. Yeah, and I don't know if that's what she's saying, but
no, but I mean, yeah, that's just one example of me just not dealing with shit. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. She's stupid, right? That's all I'm saying. That's just one example. Like, you know.
Yeah, there's probably
it spills over in my work. It's spilling over in my, you know, everywhere. It spills over. But that thing is just because I'm not dealing with. Maybe this is the next big thing that I need to deal with in my life. It's like, stop it already. God damn it. Because it's stress. And I just told you my shoulder was hurting. I couldn't sleep. Tish, I need some more of those things you gave me for the pain. I used my last patch. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. This is a legal transaction, guys. But
did you say illegal?
no, I think it's legal. It's medical, but she gets it legally. But it's neither here nor there. Bottom line is, it's for pain. It's for pain, and I need more. Okay, but maybe my shit is acting up. I mean, this could be stress. Okay, you know, physically showing up. You know. But, you know, it is what it is. We're all going to grow here. If you come over here enough to this podcast, a couple of things going to happen. You're going to either tell us all your business, or you're going to grow and keep all your business to yourself and just learn from us. But either way, you're going to walk away with something. You may walk away a different nationality, ethnicity. Marianne, Susan's here. Susan, are you Asian or white? We were talking about you when you weren't here.
No, we weren't talking about you, but you did come up a few times.
Susan, are you Asian or white?
Okay. But
I said I was joking.
But you know, to this statement, and Marianne, I appreciate you sharing that, right? And there is some truth to that, especially when you're dealing with people, right? And if you're relating this to trust, yes, right? There are some things. However, I will also offer this, though. I think we have to be very mindful of how powerful we are as entities. What I mean by that is this. If I want to see negativity, I will see negativity. Mm-hmm. If I want to see a problem, I will find one. Even if I have to make one up.
Okay.
Whatever it is that I really truly want to see, I can ultimately begin to see that. We've seen that evidence by you take for instance with people who will be standing right next to something but won't recognize it until someone else points it out. Men are notorious for this shit, right? I'll be looking for some, and a female can be like, "Nigga, it's right there." I can do the same shit to kids, my sons. Nigga, it's right there. You didn't even look. In his world, he did look, right? It wasn't until it got pointed out that it registered. I say that to say this. Oftentimes, when you go into a scenario, you can predetermine what it is that you want to see in that scenario. And more often than not, you're going to see that. Why do I say we have to be mindful about how powerful we are as it relates to this statement that I put on the screen?
I'm talking to Susan. We okay?
I'm talking about a statement that's the context. So please leave it there until I move on. So the thing that I will say though about that is this. Because we are powerful, and because we have a lot of strength, there's what is the word for this, Marianne? And it deals with our tongue, it deals with our vocals. Let me do this. Let me put a pin in that thought process, because there's a term I'm looking for that I want to use, and I just want to throw out any term. But I will say, yeah, okay. So let's
look
do
it
that.
up. I mean, I don't know if you just put a few of your thoughts, it might come up.
Okay. All right. So then you can go ahead and move to that.
No, I'm done. I was just messing with Susan. How much you resting her eyes? Oh, you froze. Oh, he's probably pulling up something. Sometimes this thing freezes when we start pulling up stuff. I don't know. It's a StreamYard thing. He's still there. I'm sure he could still hear us. There you go. Hello? Okay, now you're not frozen.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if he was trying to talk or not. I can't believe y'all made me cry. Unbelievable. Making me break down on this internet. Oh, she said, I'm not alone. Everyone has stress. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I peed in a pool. I don't see what the big deal is. My husband acted like I was crazy as hell. Crying is a beautiful thing sometimes. Yeah, Marianne, I think I feel a little better. I think I'm going to sleep good. I'm going to sleep good. Susan said, that's okay, cry. I did already, Susan. You don't have to rewind it. It wasn't an ugly cry. Oh, Truth said, oh my God, play a song. Why? Because I said I peed in the pool. She doesn't want me to tell people that. She didn't like that I told people I peed in the pool. I don't know what made me say that. I'm trying to show you guys that I'm human.
I think they know.
For those that are putting me on a pedestal, I want you to bring me off of it, because I'm sure you're putting me on one. I pee in the pool, in a public pool. I didn't set out to pee in it.
It just happened. It just happened. that wasn't your intention.
No, I did not go to that pool saying I'm gonna pee in that pool. I'll get there, I promise. It just happened. It was so terrible. It was so terrible. And my son talking about something. I bet you did. My son said, I bet you did. That old batter ain't what it used to be. Oh my God. Listen, I am imperfect. Obama said he peed in the pool. Okay, we gotta go.
I do not remember him saying that.
Obama did not say that. He did not.
I did not hear him not one time say that.
He didn't say that, but I wouldn't put it past him. Jason, you couldn't find the term.
No, it's all right. You know what, guys? I think we've spent a great amount of time together, and this was very effective. I think so. It was beneficial.
Who's gonna be on the couch next week? Susan, you want to be on the couch next week? We need a victim for next week.
You said a victim. Okay.
I love you guys. I really do. Just make sure the neighbors are asleep. Wait, what is going on? Wait, let me see. What if they had a die there? Oh my God. True said, what if there was a dye in the pool? So when people peed in it, they would know. Oh, could you imagine? They would have knew I peed in the pool. Love you. I peed in the pool. Come on. Come on. I know it. I know more people need to admit that they peed in a pool. And we talked about this, Jason. We talked about unison. We talked about community. We have to all be honest. Jason, you never peed in the pool.
Oh, I have plenty of times, but
okay.
I didn't say that there was a problem. You said Obama did it, and I was like,
hang myself and not help me and not stand next to me in solidarity. You just gonna let me be the one to say I peed in the pool, and you didn't say you peed in the pool
because you didn't ask me.
Well, why? Obviously, I need support here.
How? You're making a statement about you and what you believe in. I'm not. I have nothing to do with that.
What you believe in?
you
let them know.
You letting them know, like she said, yeah, you letting them know. So that's cool. You know, you do you. Now,
look at Susan. Even Susan said she was a child. Susan said, I have not. She's half asleep. Like, wait, let me clarify. Okay, I was a child. I didn't do it as an adult. Because my husband was like, He said, my God. No, you
are you a child?
Are you a child? Okay, so anyway, it's the Ocean State. Rhode Island. Okay, well, guys, I'm going to bed. Jason, I love you.
Love you too.
I love all of you guys. Thank you so much. And we're going to make progress here. Every day we make progress. Every day we're going to make progress.
Yes.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Love you. Love you
too. You guys have a beautiful night.
Okay. Bye, guys.